You thought you was going to win in peace. Honey, you thought that you was going to win in peace. Honey, it's a trap. The side piece always thinks she's going to win in peace. Listen, y'all, I got a good one for y'all today, so stay tuned. Where's my clicker? Hey, y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Listen, I got to tell you this. I wrote this one on June 15th, 2025. Listen, it's called You Thought You Was Going to Win in Peace. Yeah. The side chick always thinks she's going to win in peace. Hunty. The side piece thought she was going to win in peace. She done took someone's man and she thought she was going to live happily ever after. Yeah. That's what she thought. She thought she was going to live happily ever after. She thought that by having a child by him, everything was going to be okay. She thought everything was going to be smooth sailing. Yes, she did. She thought that. Yeah. She done had his seed. Honey, she done had his baby. You really thought that you was going to win in peace? How you figure? No, Hunty, it does not work like that. You see, your best friend man that you took, he having second thoughts. Yes, honey, he is having second thoughts about you and him. Yes, right now. Yes, he is. Yes, Hunty, he only wants a relationship with his child only. That's it. He wants nothing to do with you. Hunty, you thought you was going to win in peace. You thought you was going to win in peace. Peace. Listen, Hunty, snakes never win. Honey, ooh, that's too much. Listen. Ooh, the side chick thought that she was going to win in peace. How do you think you gonna win in PEACE when you done put a whole household into pieces? PIECES. Now, if I ain't spell it right, because sometimes I be forgetting how to spell it. I mean, I say it and then don't. You know what I mean? But you thought that being a home wrecker was going to have you sailing. You're just going to be smooth sailing. No, honey, that is not how that works. You broke up a whole home. And then on top of that, you got a baby by him. Your best friend. You have a baby by your best friend's man. And you think that you're going to live happily ever after. No. Now, in some cases, I've literally seen where it works out. Okay, for the side chick, but it don't. Karma always get you. It may be years down the line. It may be It may happen instantly. Okay. But the side chick really be thinking she gonna live in peace. And that's not. When you done tore up a whole home, it never works out. Like I said, people be thinking like these type of relationships or situations don't happen. They do happen. And some of these people, family, they know they family members then had situations. People be thinking that people don't survive from the side chick. Some people do survive from the side chick, meaning that the side chick and the man does sometime get together. Okay. And I know that it hurts to see the one that was cheated on. People do have struggle love. They may start off with struggle love. I don't even know why people sitting up here acting like people don't. Maybe it's because I've seen that type of relationship. I've seen them work, and I've seen and they last for years, but that's when everybody put down the law. This better not happen again. Okay. So I have seen it. So I don't know where these people be coming from acting like they holier than thou. Oh, he shouldn't have done. What the heck? What? Maybe because you weren't born in my time, but there are relationships that really started with struggle love. Listen, how do you think people be staying together for like 50 some years now? When we know better, we do better. So will we do that now? Because we know the healthiness of being in a healthy relationship. Okay. But back in the day, your grandparents did. Papa didn't come home some nights. Okay. But grandma didn't fix his food the next day. Like things like that happen. So I think it's the newer generation that does not understand. And that's because in some cases, you're thinking healthier. You're thinking healthier, but a lot of people ain't told you their story. Once people tell you their story, that's how we grow. That's how we learn. So that's why I get on here and try to tell my story, because my whole thing was this. When me and my ex-husband, were together, we had said that we would never forget about single people. We always wanted to learn how to help them. Now, did that happen for us? No. But I do remember saying that, and I put in my soul that if I could help somebody and tell somebody about my experience, I could tell you what he only allows me, the divine allows me to tell you, because we also know that we are on social media and people can take your stuff and turn it. You see how they took that couple's love, their struggle, and they turned it to something else. And we all know that Latarius is nothing like that. We know that he wants to help people, and whoever, find you something better to do. Whoever turned that whole story around, find you something better to do. People are really out here trying to help people. But I don't think people hear people's stories and make their own thoughts, and instead of asking the person like what happened, because you have the comments, and some of those people do be in the comments and they respond to some of your stuff, because I've had people respond to my stuff and they'll make it clear to where you can understand, if you don't get why people do what they do. But people out here trying to help people now. But to sit up here and to when somebody give you their experience and you just flip it your own way, you flip it your own way. But that couple, I do remember that interview, and that couple, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what they were saying, but that's because I'm a back in the day type of person. Okay. And that stuff did happen. Ask your grandmama. Ask your grandma. If your grandmama and your granddaddy still alive, ask them, and they're still together as a couple, ask them what happened, where they been. And this is why people need to hear people's stories. This is why people need to tell what the divine allows you, because you know you're on this internet, but tell so people can learn. My whole thing was to, like when you grew up with cousins, right? You grew up if you had good cousins, you grew up and you knew each other, they took you places. So my thing was, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the cousins that taught me their kids. I want them to see how cousin relationships work. But when you break off into those little family patches and that stuff that you enjoyed, and you love talking to your cousins, having sleepovers, and you had the pallets on the floor, so you don't get to teach the people your cousins like you want, because you just want them to have that experience that you had if you had a good upbringing where you had conversations. But anyway, I kind of got off, but still on, because it's all about learning. And this is why people are getting on here sharing things so you can do better. But when you don't understand something, don't just assume that, oh, he did. No, there are steps to relationships. And I think people are living in la la land. You are totally living in la la land if you think that every relationship is perfect. It's not. Everybody has to learn. Okay. Now I done hopped off, but I'm on because the side chick thought she was gonna win in peace, and I'm not editing none of that out, because it all ties together, because it's all about relationship. Okay. And so the side chick thinks that she is going to be in peace, PEACE, when she has torn up a whole home. Okay. She has torn up a whole home. But like I said, I've seen it work and I've seen it not work. Okay. I've also seen that karma come back on the people that done the cheating. I have seen that, and I'm just letting you know. Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you to my new ones, and thank you to my day ones. Y'all been riding with a girl, and I am so grateful. Well, that's it. That's all for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversations. Hey y'all, it's Bernita Rochele, and welcome to my spoken word and conversation.